Hello everyone, today we are going to learn generators in the Python. Suppose we have a simple program like square, okay, and we have a function square, and this function returns the square of given number. Suppose we want to return a square of 5. So what we can do, we can call this function in this square of number variable. We are calling this function square, so it will return 25. This function will return 25 and 25 will be stored in this variable and we are printing this variable. So it will print 25. So in generators we can use yield keyword. Using yield keyword we can return this value 25. We can return this value, so square will return 25 and sum of number will have 25 value. So we need to write next syntax for generators. Next of square of number, so it will print 25. Let's run this program and see the output. So we are calling the square function and it will return the 25 square of 5, and square of 5 will have 25 value. And so square of 5 has this generator instance. See, square of 5 has generator instance, and using the next keyword we will print the returned value from the generator instance. So generator instance is returning 25 value, so it will print 25, line number 7. So see, next sequence will go to the line number 4, yield keyword, and it will return 25. So see, return value is 25, so it will print 25 here. Suppose if I return the square of 1, then if I want to return the square of 2, 4, then if I want to return the square of 3, 9. Okay, I can't return like that in the normal function, because in normal function, once we encounter the return keyword, then execution will stop at that line only. Further lines of code will not be executed. But using the generators, we can execute the further lines of code also. If we use yield keyword instead of return keyword, if we use generators instead of normal function, then in normal function, square of number will have this generator instance. Okay, square generator instance, and we are calling this generator instance here. So we can call this generator instance 3 times. So first time it will print 1, okay, then it will print 4, and it will print 9. So we can write print first time, then we can print after first tilde, after first tilde, after second tilde. So let's execute this program and see the output line by line. In the global frame, we have defined the square function, this is square function. Then we have square of number variable, and square of number variable will have instance of square generator. So square of number will have generator instance. Then we are calling next of square number, so it will execute the square function, okay, and till the first yield is encountered. So it will go to line number 3, then line number 4 is printed first time, then it will encounter the yield statement, so it will return the 1 value. So return value is 1, so it will return 1, and 1 will be printed using this print statement. So 1 is printed. Then again we have this next square of number statement. So next yeah, square of number statement will see the last yield keyword. Last yield keyword in the function square function was line number 5. It will directly start execution from line number 5. It will not execute line number 4 and 5. It will start from the line number 6, because last yield encounter was at line number 5. So it will start execution from line number 6. So line number 6 will be executed first after first yield statement. Then line number 7 we are returning 4, so 4 value will be returned at line number 15. And the next square of number 4 is returned, so 4 will be printed at line number 15. Then we are calling line number 16. At line number 16 it is calling square function only, so it will start execution from line number 7. Okay, last yield statement what was at line number 7. So it will execute line number 8 and it will execute. Okay, so it will start execution at line number 7, it will execute line number 8, it will print after yield statement. Okay, then it will return the 9 at line number 9. So 9 will be returned and 9 will be printed. Okay, so execution of this program is completed. Suppose if we try to print again next of square number, then it will throw an error. If I call this generator one more time, then it will throw an error. Let's execute this program and see the output. So first time will be printed, then one will be returned, and at line number 15 it will print after yield statement, and it will print 4. Then at line number 16 it will go to line number 7, it will print line after second yield line number 8, and it will return 9, line number 9. Then we are executing line number 17. So it will start the execution from the last yield statement. Last yield statement was at line number 9, so it will go to line number 9. Okay, and it will print the line number 10. Okay, it will print line number 10, but after line number 10 it will not encounter any yield statement, so it will return a error like iteration is stopped. Stop iteration error it will return, because after the line number 10 we don't have yield statement to execute. After third yield we don't have any yield statement, so it will throw an error. See, stop iteration error here. So this is how iteration works in the generators. We can call the generators three times only, because we have yield statement only three times. So instead of calling this next square of number function individually, we can use a for loop like for value in square value. Let's run this program and see the output. So it will go to the square function and it will print first time in the output screen. First time is printed into the output screen. Then it will encounter the yield statement, so it will return 1. So one value 1 will be returned, so it will print 1. It will print 1 line number 13 at line number 12. Then again next of square will be encountered, so execution will start from line number 5, and it will print after first yield. Okay, in the output screen, then it will encounter yield statement, so it will return 4. So 4 will be written in the value and we are printing the value 4. Then again execution will start, because since we are running into the for loop, execution will start into the into the line number 7 after the last yield statement. So line number 7 will be executed, then line number 8 after second yield statement will be executed, then we are returning 9, so 9 will be returned. So value will have 9 value, and we are printing 9 value at line number 13. So we are printing 9. Then again we are iterating into the loop. Okay. So we will go to line number 9 and we will print the line number 10 after yield statement. We don't have, after this line number 10 we don't have any yield statement, so none value will be returned in the for loop. Value will have none value, it won't have any value, so it will give an error, stop iteration error. Instead of printing these numbers like that, what we can do, we can apply a while loop. Suppose initially number was 1, and we can apply a while loop while number is less than 4. It means we want to print square of numbers till 3, 1 2 3. Square will be number multiply by number, and we can return this square yield x cube square. Want to increase the number also, number equal to number plus 1. So square will be into global frame. Then we are calling the square function, and we are iterating through the square function. Square function is a generator function. because it has a yield statement. So first time will be printed, then we will have number as a 1. So in the square function scope, we have number as a 1. Then while number is less than 4, initially number is 4. So square will be number multiplied by number. So square will become 1. Okay, and yield statement will be encountered, so it will return one value. So value will be written 1, value will have one value, and we at line number 12 we are printing value. So it will print 1. So 1 will be printed. Since we are iterating into the for loop, so again education will go to the last yield statement because it's a generator function. Square is a generator function. So execution will go to line number 8. Okay, and at line number 9 will be executed number equal to number plus 1. So number was 1 earlier, so number will become 2. Then number 2 is less than 4, this condition is true, so square will become number multiplied by number, 2 multiplied by 2, so square will become 4. And we have yield statement, so 4 will be returned, value 4 will be returned, so value will become 4 at line number 11. And line number 12 we are printing value 4, so it will print 4. So see, value is 4. Then again, since we are running into while loop, into for loops in the square generator function, so we will start the execution from the last yield statement. So line number 8 will be executed, and line number 9 number equal to number plus 1, number was 2, so number will become 3. Okay, so number less than 4, 3 less than 4 is, this condition is true. So square will become number multiplied by number, 3 multiplied by 3, so square will become 4, 9. Then we will encounter the yield statement, so it will return the 9. So value, line number 11 value will have 9 value. Okay, so line number 11 value will have the 9 value, and we are printing the 9 value, so 9 will be printed. Since we are running into the for loop again, we are iterating through the square generator function, so execution will start from the line number 8. Okay, yield statement, and line number 9 number equal to number plus 1, so number will become 4. 4 less than 4, this condition is false, so execution will stop. Execution will be returned because this condition itself is false. So execution is returned from the function generator. So we are successfully printed. Suppose we want to print square of 10 numbers, so what we can do, we can pass this 10 value here in the parameters and in the as an argument, and in square function we have to accept this 10 number into the parameters, like limit variable. So in limit variable we have passed 10. So we, instead of 4, we can write limit here, and we want to print square of 10 numbers, so we can have a limit number lesser than equal to limit, so we can print the square of 10 numbers like that. So this is how generators works in the Python. I hope you understood it. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.